Genesis chapter 38, Judah and Tamar. Welcome back to Bible Breakdowns. Today we're taking a detour from Joseph's story to focus on Judah in Genesis 38, a chapter packed with betrayal, redemption, and a very unexpected twist. Let's dive in. A tale of betrayal and redemption unfolds as Judah's family faces tragedy and deception, culminating in Tamar's bold plan for justice and the revelation of Judah's failures, highlighting the complexity of God's plans in human lives. Judah, one of Jacob's sons, decides to leave his family and settles near a man named Hira. He marries a Canaanite woman and they have 3 sons, Onan, and Shelah. Fast forward, Judah finds a wife for his eldest son, Her name is Tamar. But is described as wicked in the eyes of the Lord, so God takes his life. Now, according to the custom of the time, Judah's second son, Onan, is supposed to marry Tamar to produce an heir for his brother. But Onan refuses to fulfill his duty. He makes sure Tamar doesn't get pregnant, and God isn't pleased with his selfishness. So Onan dies too. Now Judah's down 2 sons, and he's starting to see Tamar as a problem. He tells her to go back to her father's house and wait until his youngest son, Shelah, grows up. But here's the thing. Judah has no intention of letting Shelah marry her. He's afraid Shelah might die too. Time passes and Tamar realizes Judah isn't going to keep his promise, so she comes up with a bold plan. When Judah's wife dies, he goes to Timnah to shear his sheep. Tamar hears about this and disguises herself as a prostitute, covering her face with a veil. She positions herself on the road Judah will take. Judah sees her and doesn't recognize her. He propositions her and they agree on payment, a young goat from his flock. But Tamar asks for a pledge until he delivers the goat. Judah gives her his seal, cord, and staff, essentially his identification. They're together and Tamar becomes pregnant. Afterward, she removes her disguise and goes back home. When Judah tries to send the goat to pay her, she's nowhere to be found. No one in the area knows of a prostitute being there. Judah lets it go, not wanting to look foolish. 3 months later, Judah hears that Tamar is pregnant. Outraged, he demands that she be burned for immorality. But Tamar has a surprise for him. She sends Judah the seal, cord, and staff, saying, "The man who owns these is the father." Judah recognizes them immediately and says, "She is more righteous than I, since I didn't give her to my son Shelah." He realizes his own failure in keeping his promise. Tamar gives birth to twins, Perez and Zerah. Perez would go on to be an ancestor of King David and ultimately Jesus Christ. Genesis 38 is a reminder that God's plans often work through messy, broken situations. Even in the midst of human failure, his purposes prevail. Tamar's boldness and God's redemption shine through in this story. Next time, we'll return to Joseph's story in Genesis 39. Stay tuned for more Bible breakdowns.